So next from there, we have our media list. Now, this is where you'll start to find contacts for journalists. And one of the things that when we were building the technology that people had asked for was ways of helping to find journalists and influencers and things. So we've got this piece of technology in here in the Piano Box site, and really that will help you to search for all sorts of different people. And the great thing about it is because it comes from content that's online on social media channels, articles that journalists have written, it's constantly kept up to date by the journalists themselves. So there are some technologies out there that they have a manual update, so you'll find that a lot of their contact details in their technology are out of date, or someone's moved on and gone to a different publication, and you end up sending emails to journalists who aren't actually there, whereas the journalists themselves keep all of this up to date with their social media profiles. So you can, on top of being able to search for journalists and influencers and people like that, you can also use it as a sales tool as well. One of the great things about this technology is you can search for marketing directors, you can search for sales teams, you can search for CEOs, anybody that you'll find on any platform in social media, you'll be able to search for them through this. So let's select a project. So it's the shop opening. Can't spell today. And it's the Manchester shop opening. We're saying that it's going to be completed in next year. And then what you would do, you can either here import contacts that you've already got, so you can import a CSV file, but what we find most people do, they want to search for journalists online. So we'll find a journalist who is based in the UK, and you can make this as specific as you want for your particular business. You can include keywords if there's a particular region that you're looking for or a particular title, but let's say for the sake of today that they're going to be writing about interiors. So then you just click on the search button. And what this does is it starts to find journalists from all over the world who are fitting your particular criteria that you've typed in. Now you'll see that there's various different people, and you just keep clicking the more button and it will search for more and more people. But let's, for the sake of today, select a few of these. So we've got a freelance journalist, we've got someone from Living, etc. Someone from House, and I'm just selecting a couple to show you. And then what you do is you'll click on the Generate Contacts button, and that will start to build your media list. You also, one of the great things about PR in a Box is you'll see on the right hand side that you can actually see what articles people have written. So it will, when they find their particular contact details, it will actually bring up their news articles on the right hand side, so you can click on that and get an idea if they're going to be the right person to contact. What we find is, historically with communications, people used to write a press release, and then they would have a big media list of people that they're going to send to, and they would sort of blast out to that group of people and hope that something sticks. Now, we find nowadays with the media, the best way to get in touch with them is to send something that's really personalized. Research them, find out what they've written, make sure that they're the right person to be sending something to about your particular business, and just be more detailed with the searches rather than trying to mass email people. You'll find you'll get a much better response from doing something personalized to 20 people than sending 100 people with a huge email list. So this is now just searching through the internet to find the most up-to-date contacts. And while it's doing that, you can see that you have the email addresses and of the particular person. There's also photos of them, and their social media handles here. And as I mentioned before, there's also the news feeds on the right.